don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans as they match up with Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA's. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 30 base.
Ready? Turn it left. 4 out.
Get it.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. On first down, Tannehill under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They keep it with Henry on first down. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Got a man complete, it's Fuller again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Come on, fellas.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And these guys locked into that number 1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson sliding out of the pocket, and he whips that one incomplete there. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Watson on target here to Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. To throw again. Open man is Myers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Watson looks to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jonnu Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how defend that. He said at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson now, throwing again. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards.
Check, watch 54. I got you. I got you. 31's the mic. Wild Bill.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and his Texans offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Watson now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's James. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here, only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Here's Watson. He's got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Watson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Tannehill. And Walker has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
James now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things?
But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The final shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to have the hook up to QT. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson, being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, open man is QT, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Derrick Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Again, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And, in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a pen right in my name.
He keeps playing like this, he'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city. On 1st down, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 77 yards. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Watson, they'll roll him out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Myers there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were under pressure, and they got to him again. Zach Cunningham, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Watson on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rolling to his right. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Here's Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again.